Hi there, I'm Dr. LaQuita J, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about all things in between being and becoming a pharmacist. How you doing? You alright? In this session, I want to share with you a concept, more like a system, that I use to set my goals. Whether it's annual, quarterly, monthly, or weekly, I typically use these goals, I use a system. A couple years ago, I did a challenge to execute my goals. And during this challenge, I was introduced to this concept called 5 F's of Life. Have you heard of it? Oh, well, if you haven't, 5 F's of Life are faith, family, fitness, finance, and friends. Um, there's also another version of this called 7 F's of Life, which is faith, family, finances, fitness, friends, fun, and future. Then this was coined by Paul Batts. The 5 F's, it's really kind of hard to see who developed it because I honestly, these different variations of it. So over the years, being different variations, I created my own variation. I've added and subtracted my own F's to accommodate my life. And I typically write my goals in categories. So this is why I think the 5 F's are important because, we're all um, complex people with different lives and things going on. So I want to make sure that I had something that accommodates my life. So I added subtract F's. But however, for the simplicity purposes of this video, we're only going to focus on the 5 F's, okay? And those 5 F's is going to be a little different. It's going to be faith, family, fitness, finance, and fun. Because I believe you need fun in your life at all times, okay? So go ahead and stop, pause this video, get your paper, because you're going to need pen and paper, or you need a pencil, whoever you need. You're going to need that. Go on, pause the video, because, yeah, you're going to need it. Now, if you have the Soar workbook, no worries. I already got you covered. It's already in there, okay? Then get a sheet of paper. Okay, and no, you know what I said? We're gonna work through this together. How about that? We're gonna work through it together. Call myself trying to make some room, child. Let me make some more room on my desk. Perfect. Okay, I thought I had enough. I guess I did. All right, you ready? Okay, so let's start with this. I want to dive in. This is a work. We're gonna work through some things. Okay. Um, so let's title this sheet Soar in 2024. So I want to make sure that you got the notes that we are soaring in 2024. Okay. Let's make sure. All right. Okay. So now, when you write soar, then you want to write the 5 F's. And when you write the 5 F's, you're going to list number 1 and 2 below them. So first one is faith. So faith, 1, 2. Family, number 1, 2. Got it? Fitness, number 1, 2. Finance, 1, 2. Friends, 1, 2. Pause if you need to, okay? Okay. Ready? So look, pause if you need to, okay? So when this, you got faith, you should have 5 categories. Your faith, family. Sorry, this spoon child. Faith, family, friend, fitness, finance, not friends, fun. I don't know why I said fun, friends, fun. Those the 5. Let me repeat because I flipped it myself. You ready? Faith, family, fitness, finance, fun. Yeah, baby. Y'all got my hands used. All right. Numbers 1 and 2. Okay. Now, you see those 2 numbers. We're going to identify in this year. Let's do gram scheme. Let's do annual, just in case you haven't set your annual goals. But you are welcome to break it down in quarter. Like I said, I do this in quarterly, and like I look at, this is a whole system when I do this. But let's start with annual goals first, right? So annual goals, 5 categories, right? Those two, those two, those 2 numbers, you're going to identify. I'll say brainstorm. Or think of. List the top 2 most important things you desire to do in this category, or that you need to do in this category. Okay? We setting goals. I didn't say goals like, oh, I want to do. What you desire to do, that you dream of doing. And it's something that you know you need to do that you just been holding off on. We're going to go, let's do that, okay? So faith. Faith, right? When it comes to faith, what can you do to get you through the bad times? Life is going to life. There are always three things that's going to happen. There are always three things that are constant. You're either in a storm, coming out of a storm, or about to go in one. So how are you going to get through the bad times? What is how you're going to, because you it's about being connected to a higher being. How are you going to connect deep to a higher being? How are you going to deeper the relationship? Being more than you, just you. How can you, again, and that's why I stick with the first thing. What can you do to get through the bad times, the not so good times? What can you do to get through them? How can you stay connected? Write down 2 goals. And I'm gonna write my 2 down too. How about that? Okay. Ready? And if you need more time, pause the video. Let's do family. Now with family, how can you nurture your relationships with your loved ones? Whether it's your own family, i.e. your spouse, your kids, if you're like me, your dog mom or cat mom, whoever, your immediate family. How can you nurture relationships with your parents, your siblings, your distant family, cousins, aunts, uncles, so on, child? How can we really nurture a relationship? Maybe schedule a time to check in with them. Maybe you schedule a family day every month or so, or every quarter with the extended family, or an annual thing. If it's for your immediate family, what about weekly family dinner, or a weekly activity, monthly activity, a monthly family outing, game night? What can you do to nurture relationships with your loved ones? What can you do? Now, for me, I think I have fallen off, so I'm going to do the same goal that I said I was doing last year. I kind of fell off, and for me, I know my number one goal here is going to be checking in with my nieces and nephews. Like, I always send a text every so often, like, "Hey, how you doing? How was your day? How can I pray for you? What you need help with understanding." I just propose questions. I don't even like to, "Hey, how you doing?" Sometimes, like, what do you need help understanding? What is something I can help you with at this time? And just adding value, because they go through a lot, and I just want them to know, hey, you're here, you're not alone, and how can I help? That's definitely one thing I have to do, and put that more in my schedule to check in, at least At least I have to be realistic. I don't check in as much. They don't live near me anyway. They live in different states. But I do be realistic for me is to at least check in once a month. That's a relative, and child, I got a lot of nieces and nephews. My siblings were being fruitful and multiplying. They were. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next F. Fitness. Fitness. How can you become a better you? Now, fitness doesn't mean simply working out. We're talking about the whole you, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Do you want to start therapy? Do you want to track your emotions? Do you want to meditate daily? Calm yourself? Do you want to journal every day? Do you want to work out a few times a week? Do you want to start a new activity? What does that look like for you? How? What are your fitness? What two top fitness goals that you have? And yeah, two top fitness goals that you have. I know people like, I want to lose X amount of pounds. We'll explore that. Don't worry, it's coming. But what are your top two fitness goals? You know, I already done. I've done this. I'm like, oh, I kind of already had it written down. So it's just like seeing it, like making it plain. Yeah. What are your top fitness goals? One, two. Mentally, emotionally, physically. But I said top two. Now for me, I'm trying to with my fitness, especially physical activity. I get bored easily if I'm honest. So I do like a primary activity every quarter. I know last summer the goal was to learn how to swim, so swim became the main activity. I'm thinking more so in the summer months. This time I'll do cycling, more outdoor cycling. If it's summer, it's hot. Well, I live in Mississippi, child, can't get too hot. But we're gonna say cycling. Now I don't know when, how well. Maybe spring cycling, summer when it get too hot. I might need to take a swimming again because it's too hot, child. It's hot. Okay, it gets hot, but I digress. Um, what are your fitness goals? Let's go to finance. If you need more time, just pause the video, okay? Finance. Let's talk about these coins, honey, because y'all know y'all can never get enough coins, right? So, how much money you want to save? How much debt do you want to delete? What's your money situation? Like, is it like what's that money situation that's keeping you up at night? Do you have a trip you want to save for? Do you want to fund a home improvement project? Um, what do you want to do? What are some goals? It could be as simple as I said. For me, I want to I want to do a raised garden this year, and I want to do the plowing and all that. Finding somebody to till the ground. I'm focused on a raised garden this year, so that's my project. I need to finance it. So yeah. What does that look like for you? Finance. How much you want to save? What debt? What you want to pay off? What trip you want to save for? Like whatever that money situation is at night, like it keep you up at night. What can you do? What does that look like? Take your time. And let's talk about fun. Look, we work hard. We do too much. We gotta have fun in our life. This is why I said fun. Fun. Because I said you say friends anyway. Sometimes friends make fun, but not. Just pick your L's. But like I said, this person is gonna do fun, right? Um, Fun. What does it look like? What's something exciting you want to do? What's a tradition that you want to create with your friends? What hobbies you want to start back doing? What does that look like? What's fun? Like let's put fun in it. What trip? Where you want to go to? I got so many fun things in plan. I like to create. So I have many tasks to create things. I have challenged myself to make sure that I'm always creating, because that's my zone of genius. So for me, I'm definitely, like I said, do my raised garden. I love candles, so I want to make my own candles, you know. For me, I'm a creative. Where do you want to travel though? Like, let's do some fun. What tradition you want to have with your friends? Like, what is that? Yeah, my sorority sisters and I, we had a reunion. It was absolutely fun. That particular group of friends. I would love to have a girls' weekend. For the past couple of years, I have facilitated a Bible study group, and these women are across the globe. And I want us to have a girls' weekend. That's like a big dream of mine. So figuring it out and giving people space and time to make it happen. So I need to really get that going in a sense. Yeah. So look at these goals: faith, family, fitness, finance, fun. You should have 10 goals, right? Now, for this purpose of this video, I'm not going to hold y'all too long, but I do want to show you how you're going to take one of these. We're going to take a session, and we're going to make it SMART. Because in order to, we can say like a broad goal, but we have to make it SMART. And SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. Okay? So, you got your sheet of paper. Now get a clean sheet of paper, and I want you to pick one goal. It's not one goal. Well, it'll be one goal, but pick one of the 5 L's. Which of these 5 L's speak to you the most? Which of those? Now, again, if you did have the Soar workbook, I already got you covered for this session. It's already labeled for you. You just put the label. It's already labeled. Just pick which category, and we're gonna work through the SMART worksheet. Okay. So when it comes to pick a category, I'm gonna play this one with y'all because I want to really show y'all how to do this. So for me, I'm going to choose fun because I struggle. I struggle with making fun a priority. I realized last year if someone was to ask me, "What do you do for fun?" I'd probably be lying to them. Being very honest, I would be lying to them. Because the normal response is I like to travel, I like to go to concerts, I like to paint, garden, DIY, do all the things, honey. But but that's not true. That's not true. Like COVID really had impacted my life. Like the pandemic really did. And I have not been to a concert in years. I haven't painted until last year. I just recently started back painting last year. I love creating abstract art. I literally started doing that last year again. Like I hadn't did that prior to that probably since 2019 or something. I like DIYs. I haven't done anything. I was like, what have I done? I haven't. I haven't. So it's one of those things of, I do it, struggle with fun, but it has to be a priority for me. It has to. But I digress. So I'm starting with fun. What category are you starting with? What F are you starting with? Pick your category. And of these two goals, which one are you going to make top priority? And select one of them. And we're going to make it top priority. So, for fun, I said I want to travel to 2 countries this year. So we're going to use the SWOT method and we're going to talk about it, okay? So on your sheet of paper, you want to write your goal. Your goal is, whatever you said. For me, it's going to be my goal. Fun. It's going to be travel to 2 countries. So, but let's make this specific. Specific means you got to answer the who, what, where, how. We don't need the when because when is part of T, timely, our time. You don't need that. So the who we answering the specific of who, what, where, how. What actions are needed for this to happen? Okay, so you're gonna ask like what actions are needed for this to happen. What? Yeah, try to stick to only 3. Don't do too much, but specifics, right? So for me, specific thing of for me, I'm going to answer the what. I want to travel to 2 countries, but what 2 countries? Those 2 countries are going to be Greece and Punta Cana. Well, Punta Cana City, uh, Dominican Republic. So that's okay. That's what we're doing, right? That's specific. Measure. How you will measure or track these goals. Use numbers. So for me, I just want to travel to a country. I said 2 countries, so my number is going to be 2. I want to travel to 2 countries. Now, A, achievable. How can you make this goal achievable? Who can support you? What kind of support system can you create to help with this goal? So for me, I want to travel 2 countries, Greece and the Dominican Republic. I don't know if it's say dumb. Dominican Republic. I want to travel there. To make it achievable, I'm going to have my travel agent look for the play, like look for the staying and the planning the trip. Travel agent just plan the trip. That will make it more achievable for me. Because if I'll do it, I'll wait till the last minute. I know me. I do. For me, okay, no, for me, R, relevant. How can you make your goal relevant? Why do you want to achieve this goal? Connect it to something meaningful. How can you do this? For me, I'm just daring myself to travel to 2 countries. It's just simple as that. I'm daring myself that I can travel to 2 countries this year. Most of the time I do like 1, but I'm like, I could do 2. It's possible. So I'm daring myself to travel to 2 countries this year. That's why it's meaningful to me. It's to me being bold and say I can do it. Why are you achieving your goal? Pause if you need to, take more time. And then we'll do T, which is time. Put a date on it. By when would this goal happen? By when? For mine, it's going to be, I'm going to say at least by December 31st of this year. That's going to be mine. So, let's look at it. Let's break it down. Look at what you wrote. My goal was I want to travel to 2 countries. I'm making it specific by saying the countries Greece and Dominican Republic. I'm making it measurable because I literally said 2 countries. Achievable with the help of my travel agent. My goal is to travel to 2 countries, i.e., Greece and Dominican Republic. Relevant because I want to challenge myself to do something different. I've been wanting to go to Greece since 2021. Had the trip planned and last minute had to cancel. So I want to do it. Time by December 31st, 2024. So let's put it all together, right? By December 31st, 2024, I would travel to Greece and Dominican Republic with the help of my travel agent because I want to scratch these countries off my bucket list. I even thought about real time, do I? What's yours? Comment below. Well, you got, comment below. I want to know. I say you don't got to. No, I want you to. Comment below. What's the goal for you? How can you achieve it? Like I said, this year we're all about soaring. We're soaring 2024. And we're going to take our life to new heights. And we're not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Yes. I hope something was said in this video that gave you insights, that allow you to reflect, allow you to have the aha moment that you probably needed. Subscribe, like this video, comment below. And as always, until next time, remember that pharmacy is only limited if you are. Now go be great.